Right. Hi, grade 12s. How are you? Hope you're good. Right. Financial Maths Part 3, revision of grade 11 work. So now today we're going to look at your effective and nominal rates. Right. And let's see what you still remember. Now, interest rates are usually given as rates per annum. Right. So, but compounded a certain number of times. So the rate is given as like 10% per annum, but then they will tell you compounded monthly. So the 10% is based on 1 year, but the interest is calculated monthly. So when there's a difference between the period of the interest, right, and it's and the compound period, then it is nominal. In other words, if they tell you that the rate is given yearly, but the compounding method is monthly, then we talk about nominal rate. When interest is compounded several times in a year, the actual interest accumulated during the course of the year is actually more than the annual interest rate given. In other words, people, the interest will actually be more. It won't be 10%, it will be more than 10% effectively. Because you add, remember how compound interest, interest on interest. So eventually you actually pay more than 10%. So the actual rate at which the investment grows is called the effective rate. So nominal is what is in theory on paper. But what happens in reality is the effective rate. So there you are. There is a difference. So let's look at the example. Let's say we have 100 rand and we want to invest it for 1 year. So normally it is 1 year, but effectively it is compounded per month. So you take your formula for compound interest. Remember, your 10% is divided by 100 to convert to I. So it's 0.1. And then monthly means divide by 12 to the power 12. Then you get 110 rand and 47 cents. So you can see the investment grew with 10 rand 47 cents, which is 10.47%, people. That is 10.47. So it is not 10%, it's 10.4%. So there's an extra 0.4%. So the original 100 rand in this example, right, is the nominal rate. So the 100 rand, the 10% is the nominal rate, but the actual or effective rate is 10.4%. So it is more. So, but there's an easy way to do this. There's a formula which you just have to memorize. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear on the formula sheet. So just memorize this formula because it's quite an easy formula to use. And these examples are very straightforward. So 1 plus I effective rate is equal to, remember, effective is what really happens. And then nominal is what happened on paper or in theory. So it's I norm over m to the power m, where of course m is the compounded periods. Let's do an example. What is the effective interest rate for nominal if the nominal rate is 10% compounded semi-annually? So they want the effective. So you write down the formula. Remember, we want effective. So I nominal is 10%. So it's 10 divided by 100, which is 0.1. Then they say it is done semi-annually. Now, semi means 6 monthly. So there's 2 semis in a year. So therefore, divide by 2 times 2. Right? Then take the 1 over. And then, of course, all in one step on the calculator, 0.1025. Go to 4 decimals so that we can multiply by 100 to get 10.25%. So that is the effective rate. You see? So nominally it was 10%, effectively 10.25. So we see it is effectively more. We do it monthly the same. Now M is just 12. And you see, guys, this is the only difference here. And then you get 10.47. Even more. 10.47 is more than 10.25 because monthly the interest rate is actually more because there's more periods. Yes, only 2 periods. Here we have 12 periods. Okay, guys. Next example quickly. Now the rate is unknown. The rate is X%. So you must find X, right? So, but effective rate is given. 9.38 is given. That is the effective rate. So therefore, F effective will be replaced by that 9.38. Take note, 9.38 is converted to 0.0938. Remember where it's coming from, right? Remember where it's coming from? Divide by 100. Don't forget. Okay, 9.38. Remember, you must convert interest rate to I. So I is divided by 100. Don't forget. Also, they said monthly, compounded monthly. So it's 12 and 12. Then add those two values. Then to get rid of 12, you find the 12th root. Remember. Then you take the 1 over. Do this on the calculator in one step. You can multiply by 12. Remember how to deal with equations. So you first take the 1 over, then you multiply by 12. Then you get 0.090, of course, times 100, and you get your 9%. Okay, cool. In the next video, I will do timelines with you. I'm going to end this video now. Timelines in the next video.